Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our breakout room. I hope you're enjoying our Pro Summit so far. I'm excited to see you all here today. My name is Annette Chow, and I am one of the Senior Success Managers here at Thumbtack. And I'm going to be spending the next 20 minutes with you talking about how you can optimize your profile to get more qualified leads. And then we'll have 10 minutes for Q&A, where a couple of our pros will be joining us to help answer your questions. So let's get started. Think of your Thumbtack profile like your very own storefront. First impressions make all the difference. You can have the best products, outstanding service, or the lowest prices, but if your storefront is unattractive, boring, or uninviting, customers are going to walk right by. On the other hand, there are things you can do to make your storefront more enticing to customers to take a closer look at your business and step inside. For example, a bright and simple storefront is more welcoming and shows customers you're open for business. You also want to make it crystal clear that you're trustworthy, experienced, and highlight the specific services you're good at from a glance. Even a second of confusion can drive away potential business. Same is true for your profile. Your profile is the face of your business on Thumbtack, and a strong profile will drive leads and grow your business. Today, we're going to focus on some simple things you can do to optimize your profile and attract more customers. Over the years, we've seen many profiles, and there is a lot you can do to optimize them. But today, we will share our top 4 strategies. Number 1, your first quick win is to add a high-quality photo to your profile. It's the first thing customers see, and first impressions are everything. A high-resolution, professional picture or logo sends a message you are a legitimate business. It builds trust right off the bat. Use a 400 by 400 pixel image so it's not blurry, which is easy to achieve even with your iPhone camera. If you have multiple image options, try swapping out the image from time to time to see which image customers respond to most. Now that your image has grabbed some attention, follow up with a strongly written introduction for that 1-2 punch. Your intro is your chance to tell customers who you are and what makes you the best choice for their project. A great intro is clear, concise, and compelling. It can include why you're passionate about your business, what your specialties are, how long you've been doing this, and what makes your business unique from others. Now I'm going to turn your attention to a great video from our Help Center that shows you how to do just that.
Hi, I'm Jacob from Thumbtack. Your introduction is where you greet customers and convince them you're right for their project. If there's something you want customers to know first, your intro message is the best place to share it. But remember to keep it short and to the point. If you have more to say, use the frequently asked questions section below. Think about what customers might want to know about you and be specific. If you're a handyman, don't just say you're great at fixing things. Mention a memorable detail about how you hang photos or set tile. Your intro message can also be a great place to share pricing details with customers. List your standard rates or explain any special discounts you offer. Make your introduction clear and inviting so it sounds like a warm hello you'd say in person. And as with everything you write to customers, be sure to check for typos. You know you've hit the jackpot when your intro message explains your qualifications and shows off your personality. Thanks for watching.
As you can see, small things like making sure your intro showcases your personality can make a big difference. At the end of the day, these details matter because customers are looking for more than just skills. They're looking for someone they can trust to get the job done. They want to know that the person they're hiring is going to deliver what they promise. So make sure your intro lets the customer know what they can expect when working with you. Now let's hear from Raphael of Downbrack Painting, who has seen the power of a great intro firsthand.
I consider to have a winning profile to display how many projects we've completed. In our case, it's been over 1,000. How many reviews we've collected, which have been close to 300. But more importantly, to have a standout statement, meaning what makes our company special. In our case, our mission is delivering exceptional results in record time. So our introduction in our profile has to reflect that. That's very important because that's basically the first impression that a customer is having of our company. Now, how important it is to have a well written introduction is very important. It shows your professionalism, it shows your seriousness. And to be honest, if you're not careful with your how well written your introduction is, that shows a lot about what type of work you're going to be doing.
Thanks, Raphael. I love the idea of having a memorable, standout statement on what makes your company special. Okay, the third tip that will set you apart is to add photos that show off your skills. This is where you get to prove that you can deliver great results. Visuals are powerful, and adding high-quality photos of your past projects are one of the best ways to showcase your expertise. This example of a before and after tile repair relays quality craftsmanship. I'd like to share another great video from our Help Center that gives you some pointers on how to choose the best images for your profile. Let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Kenna from Thumbtack. Your photos and videos should get customers excited about working with you. It's important to use high-quality media that show off both your professionalism and your attention to detail. Here are 3 tips to remember. First, upload photos or videos that you think will impress customers. Whether they're photos of a job well done or a video of your team in action, choose media intentionally, and customers are likely to notice. Second, captions on photos are optional, but they make a difference. Even if you think the image speaks for itself, use a caption to tell the customers what they're looking at and why you think it's important. And third, before and after photos are a great way to show off your skills. If possible, use a photo editing tool to stitch the photos together in one image so customers don't have to scroll back and forth to compare them. Use captions to describe the situation, the before, and what you did to improve it, the after. You can find a free photo editing tool wherever you get your apps. Keep your photos and videos up to date so customers can see the quality of your work. Thanks for watching.
Again, before and after pictures are super helpful to highlight your expertise. Customers appreciate them, and pictures definitely speak louder than words. Try having a goal of adding a new photo to your profile at least once a month to keep it up to date. In this next video, we'll hear from Raphael again on how he views photos as part of his portfolio.
We see photos and videos of our past work as our portfolio. Sometimes, if you're working with social media or you're working with a profile on Thumbtack, you might think that people are not going to notice it, but it does make a lot of difference. You know, you're not going to have a big following as soon as you upload photos, but it does show people the type of work that you do. And more importantly, it serves as inspiration. You know, some people are going to notice that your profile, or the photos that you take, helps them decide what colors they want to use, what sheen, in our case, as a painting company. So it's very important. I mean, it shows how organized you are. It shows what type of work you do. And more importantly, it gives some sort of inspiration because you're the professional to the people who want to hire you for your services.
Great insight that photos not only show customers what you do, but can also serve as inspiration. Okay, last but certainly not least, let's talk about the fourth tip, reviews. We all know how important reviews are. A 5-star review is like a personal recommendation from a friend. It's like a referral. Reviews build social proof and help customers feel confident in their decision to hire you. Also, having plenty of reviews and reviews that are recent goes a long way in building trust and keeping your profile fresh. Like your photo, I would recommend you add a new review to your profile at least once a month. Here's a short video from our Help Center on how to get more reviews for your business.
Hi, I'm Jacob from Thumbtack. Customers read reviews before making decisions. Before you buy something, aren't you curious if other people like it? Or before you hire someone, don't you want to know whether other people have liked working with them? The same goes for people browsing on Thumbtack. They want to see how previous customers liked working with you and learn a bit about why. They see your review count and star rating in search results and can read individual reviews when they open your profile. You can post up to 10 reviews from non-Thumbtack customers. To add reviews, you can do a one-time upload from Google, request reviews by email, or copy and send a link to your reviews page directly to customers. Reviews from Thumbtack customers are called verified reviews, and we don't limit how many you can have. In fact, the more the better. Make sure to request the review from the messenger in the conversation with that specific customer. That way, our system will recognize you work together and the review will be verified. Check your insights to see how your review stats compare to other pros in your market. Having more reviews with high ratings can help you stand out from the competition. And remember to ask customers for a review after every job. But be sure they use their own device to post it. Reviews left from your device won't be posted to your profile. It can be slow to get started, but the more great reviews you add, the more new customers will want to work with you. And by providing them with great service, they'll want to leave you more great reviews, and so on. Thanks for watching.
You may have heard in that last video that only one Google review upload was possible. Good news, we recently changed our policy to allow frequent updates, so now you can refresh your reviews from Google as many times as you want. Okay, now let's hear from both Nira of Responsive Resumes and Raphael on the importance of reviews.
I think the best way to get great reviews is to over-deliver, is to just do your very best and give the client quality work. Nothing can really replace that. You know, you could offer coupons and ask them to review, but that's only good for a couple of reviews. But if you want hundreds or thousands of reviews and you want them to be 5 stars, then you have to over deliver. You have to give them a little bit more than what they expect. You want them leaving your service feeling that, wow, this was better than I expected. I will refer everyone. I will talk about the service during Thanksgiving dinner. You want to aim for high quality of service, but also the word of mouth. And that way a 5-star is a no-brainer.
So we have three main ideas or ways that we try to get reviews from customers. The first one is we have a contactless card, and that's very cheap, or even you can use a QR code. We would like to get instant reviews from our customers. As soon as we complete a project, people in that moment, they can leave you a review, so we give them that. In case that they can't do it at the moment, we send them reviews, email reviews every other day or so. But more importantly, update your status on Thumbtack. So as soon as you finish a project, update the status of that project. That's going to help Thumbtack follow up with that customer. When we started, we had 0 reviews. In 6 months, we already had over 40 reviews. So we've become the fastest company to get over 200 5-star reviews on Thumbtack in a very short span of time. So those are some tricks that you can use, but just be consistent. Try to be on top of people to get those 5-star reviews.
Excellent point, Nira. When you go above and beyond, customers can't help but tell their friends. And that's how great reviews and even referrals can happen naturally. And Raphael, wow, that was amazing stat. Great tip to update the status of your project so Thumbtack can follow up with the customer. All right, so you remember that your profile picture, intro, lots of photos, and plenty of reviews all play a part in your first impression to potential customers. Let's dive in and pretend to be a customer looking for a pro on Thumbtack. Imagine, I need a plumber because the pipe under my kitchen sink has burst. Water is everywhere. After I've shut off the water and cleaned up the mess, I pick up my phone and open up my Thumbtack app to look for a plumber in my area. After I enter my project details, these three pros come up. Who am I going to hire? The first pro is Plum Perfect Plumbing. Looking at their profile picture, when it's small, it looks okay, but it's blurry and pixelated if I click on it. They mention their license and how much they charge for a service call. I appreciate the transparency. Their intro is vague and has spelling and grammatical errors. It says they're plumbers, but I'm not curious if they have specialties. Do they fix kitchen pipes? Also, I'm curious to know how long they've been in business, or if they're family owned, or what makes them unique. The photos of their team are great, but there are not many pictures of their work. The one image of their work is confusing. I'm not exactly sure what the job entailed. Was it a toilet install or a leaky tub spout? There's no caption explaining on the photos. Let's move on to their reviews. Okay, there's only one review. I don't know about you, but one review doesn't build my trust. Generally, people like to read multiple reviews to build confidence. Satisfied past customers will highly recommend pros and reviews. Try having a minimum of 10 reviews on your profile. Practice asking for reviews when the job is done, and simply send them a review link. Remember, you can import your existing Google reviews and now update them as well. I'm going to check out another pro. Okay, the second one, Dependable Drains, is a little more promising. This is a great photo. It's a clear image, and his smile makes him seem kind. I'm not hesitant to have him come to my house. Their intro is decent, but it's somewhat repetitive and vague and lacks emotional connection. They mention multiple times that they can handle plumbing. I would replace this repetitive language with some specific services offered. Maybe share how they got started in business, or a call to action like, ready to get started? Contact us today. This pro has 43 photos. That's fantastic. I like that there are multiple images of the work that they've done. The captions on the photos are easy to follow and specific. I see 19 reviews. It's a good start, but the most recent review was a few months ago. I wish they had a few more to get a good sense from others that they can do my project. I would hire this pro over the last one for sure, but let's see what the last pro has to offer. On to Reliable Pipes Plumbing. They have a high quality professional image of them doing the work. I can really envision them doing the job I need. I see that they are licensed and provide free service calls. All great information. This intro is fantastic. It has a friendly tone mentioning they have a can-do attitude. It not only explains that they are qualified, but lists their specific services. It reiterates that they are licensed and insured. I'm feeling confident of who they are and what it would be like to work with them. It also mentions satisfaction guaranteed. I love all their photos. This before and after photo includes a caption explaining exactly what was done. And look at this, so many reviews. Over 300, with the majority of them 5-star. With that many reviews, I feel good their past customers were satisfied. I also love how the pro responds to the reviews. The acknowledgement really adds that personal touch. I feel like if I were to hire this pro, they will stand by their work even after the job is done. For sure, this is a pro I'm going to hire. So you can see that completing these simple steps can really take your profile from just okay to trust building, informative, and engaging. Having a complete and robust profile, keeping it fresh with new photos and reviews, plus focusing on these extra tips can really increase your hire rate. Before we move on to the live Q&A, if the videos we showed during this session were valuable, we have a library full of tips and best practices. Go to help.thumbtack.com. And if you like seeing how other pros use Thumbtack, be sure to visit our community at community.thumbtack.com.